Alright, so hello guys, this is ARNAV and I welcome you all to the solutions of the quiz which was prepared by me. I hope the quiz went good for you all and you learned new things and also learned regarding time management and all in CET. So let's start the discussion regarding the quiz, the solutions of the quiz. So there are total 50 questions, right? So we'll discuss all of them, almost all of them I'll discuss. So let's begin. So in triangle ABC, we have C cos A upon A is equal to cos B by B is equal to cos C by C. And fortunately, we have a rule named sine rule, which states that uh, sine A by A, or you can write in reverse order as well, that A by sine A, your choice, is equal to sine B by B is equal to sine C by C, isn't it, guys? So my main motive here is, see, we have two equations and we have been asked the area of triangle. So why I wrote these two equations? Simply, if I divide these two equations, if I say 1 divided by 2, what I have is, see, A, B, B, C, C get cancelled and we only have is sine A upon cos A. That is tan A is equal to tan B is equal to tan C, isn't it, guys? What does it imply? Simply A is equal to B is equal to C. What does that imply now? All angles are equal. Implies all sides are equal. Implies what? It is an equilateral triangle, isn't it? And we all know equilateral triangle area. Area of equilateral triangle, isn't it? What is it? Root 3 by 4 a square or side square, isn't it? Now a is equal to b is equal to c. We have the value of b as 1 upon 2 root 3. This side, isn't it? So root 3 by 4 into side square, that is 1 upon 2 root 3 whole square, isn't it? So it's root 3 by 4 into 1 upon 2 square is 4 and root 3 square is 3. So it is 1 upon 16 root 3. So clearly option number B is a correct choice for this question. I'll mark it for you. See, option number B is the correct choice for this question. I have selected iOS white one. So yeah, 1 upon 16 root 3 clearly was the answer for this question. So let's move to the next question. So it states that sec square of tan inverse 2 plus cosec square of cot inverse 1 by 3. So yeah, we all know that sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta, and cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta, isn't it? So you can clearly see the solution. Only these things are given. See, sec square, I'll take black one. Sec square is written as 1 plus tan square of tan inverse 2, and cosec square is written as 1 plus cot square of cot inverse 3. So clearly this is like, it can be written as tan of tan inverse whole square. Similarly, cot of cot inverse whole square. So clearly tan inverse cot inverse gets cancelled basically, and all we have is 1 plus 2 square plus 1 plus 3 square, and it all results into an answer 15. So clearly option number A is the correct choice for this question. So let's move to the next question. So what does it state? X equal to a sin theta, y equal to b cos theta. X is equal to a sin theta and y is equal to b cos theta, and we are asked the double derivative at theta is equal to 60 degrees or pi by 3 radians. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll simply calculate dx by d theta first. It is a cos theta, we all know that, and we'll calculate dy by d theta, that is b into minus sin theta, that is minus b sin theta. Obviously, in order to calculate d square y by dx square, first I'll need to calculate dy by dx, isn't it, guys? So what would be dy by dx? If I consider this as equation 1, this as equation 2, I think equation 2 divided by equation 1 will give me dy by dx, because d theta cancel, and all we have is dy by dx equal to minus b upon a sine by cos, which is clearly tan theta. So we have this dy by dx is minus b by tan theta. Now I'll differentiate it again because I need d square y by dx square. So what would it be? Minus b by a derivative of tan theta sec square theta. But an important step here, we have to multiply it by what? D theta by dx as well, because we are differentiating with respect to x, isn't it? So what is d theta by dx? We have dx by d theta. From this we can write the reciprocal, that is d theta by dx is equal to 1 upon a cos theta. That is 1 upon cos is what? Sec theta. So it's sec theta by a. So I can write this as sec theta by a. So it would become minus b by a sec square theta into sec theta by a. So clearly it is minus b by a square sec cube theta, and theta is 60 degrees. So what is sec 60 degrees or sec pi by 3? It is clearly 2, isn't it, guys? So 2 cube is 8, and we have the answer minus 8b by a square. So clearly sec 60 was 2 and 2 cube was 8, and so we clearly easily got the answer for this question as option number, I guess it was A, minus 8b by a square. Alright, so let's move to the next question. So we had a differential equation which seemed to be lengthy, but it was quite easy. So see, in these last three terms, I can clearly see x common, so I took it out. All we have remaining with is 1 plus y square. Oh, we got the same here, isn't it? So I can write this entire term as 1 plus y square times 1 plus x, isn't it, guys? Because after multiplying this, we'll get this only. Now we'll convert it into vs, that is the variable separable form. Dy upon the terms in y is equal to dx. So clearly integral of 1 we have x, integral of x we have x square by 2, and obviously I can take constant, any constant, to adjust the terms. And here we have to convert it into what we can say, the form which is easily integrable in the form of like 1 upon a square plus x square. So how to split it basically is important here. I can clearly say that y plus half whole square plus root 3 by 4 square, root 3 by 2 square will give me this only. And why I did it? Because we all know the basic standard formula of 1 upon a square plus a square is 1 by tan inverse x by a plus c, isn't it? So all we have the final answer as this. And clearly, if you are confident enough that your answer is correct, you can see that no option in A, B, C matches the correct choice. So clearly, if you were confident enough on your solutions, you would have marked none of this, and that would have given you 2 correct points. So let's move to the next question. Yeah, so this question states that the combined equation of lines perpendicular. Alright, so we all know a shortcut regarding these lines. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. In case, we all know the standard case, isn't it? So what is the equation of lines which are perpendicular to it? What we do is simply replace this plus sign by minus sign. So it's like minus 2hxy, and we replace b by a and a by b, that is. So we write as bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square is equal to 0. So it is a standard case, but in our question, what is given is ax square plus 2hxy minus by square. So the coefficient was here plus by square, here it is minus by square. The steps remain the same. See, minus 2hxy in the center, coefficient replaced, so it would be minus bx square and plus ay square is equal to 0. Now this would be the correct one. So see, minus bx square I wasn't able to see in option A, B, C. So what I did, I multiplied it by minus 1. So it is now bx square plus 2hxy minus ay square is equal to 0. Now I can clearly see option A as this choice, and without any doubts I'd mark option A as the correct choice for this question, isn't it? So let's move to the next question. So it is, I guess this question is very typical question from books like Target and Marvel as well. So you all, those who have practiced a lot, they might have clearly without even solving mark this option, which is correct. Now easy approach to this question, I'll tell you all. See, we'll assume a trapezium ABCD and consider A as origin. Because we are treating A as origin, our calculations become much easier. And see, here they have considered alpha. Only in our question we have lambda instead of alpha, so it's not a big deal. So see, what we have given is BC is equal to lambda AD, isn't it? So can I write as BC as C bar minus B bar is equal to lambda times D bar minus A bar. But what is A bar? It is origin, so I can only write it as lambda D. That is the first step. Instead of lambda, they have taken alpha. And same in a similar way, AC bar plus BD bar is new AD. So they have written AC bar as C bar minus A bar, but again A bar is 0, so only C bar is remaining, and BD bar as D bar minus B bar is equal to new times this. So all we have remaining is clearly next step you get the solution, that is nu, or in this case alpha plus 1 is equal to nu. And that's not a very big deal because c bar minus b bar is alpha d bar. We all know that this c minus b, so we get that alpha d bar plus d bar is equal to nu d bar. So I can write this as alpha plus 1 times d is equal to nu d. So d cancel and we have alpha plus 1 equal to nu, or lambda plus 1 equal to nu, one and the same. So this is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question. I guess this question is a bit nice. I'll take it as a 2 star or 3 star question. Many of you might have solved it, but yeah, it is a good question. It is an important question as well. So you have to understand concepts. So see, there are two squares basically. Let's say a square x with side x has area a1. What would be the area? X square, isn't it? And y with area a2. Let's say what would be area of square? Y square. Side. It's this side, isn't it? Side x, side y. So what we are asked is rate of change of second. That is rate of change of second square with respect to that of first. This value is being asked. Now clearly rate indicates time, so what I'll do is I'll differentiate both of them, like I'll do dA1 by dt. So what will it give me? It will be 2x times d 2x times dA by dt, isn't it guys? And sorry, 2x times dx by dt, and dA2 by dt would give me 2y times dy by dt. As simple as that. All right, so clearly again we can see this is, let's say this is equation 2, this is equation 1. If I divide 2 by 1, I think I'll reach here, that is dA2 by dA1. What would it be? It would be 2y by 2x. See, this 2y, this 2x, dt dt will get cancelled, and all we have is dy by dx. Now we are almost towards the solution, but only thing is that we don't have that value of dy by dx. But in the question we have been given this condition that y is equal to x plus x square. Now if I differentiate it dy by dx, I'll get the value of dy by dx as 1 plus 2x, isn't it guys? And so I'll write it as y by x, and dy by dx is 2x plus 1. Again, I don't have y in my options, so what is y? X plus x square. So I'll replace it like x plus x square into 2x plus 1 upon x. That would give me my answer. So what is this? I'll take x common from the numerator. It will be x into x plus 1 into 2x plus 1 whole upon x. X gets cancelled. All we have is 2x square plus 3x plus 1, and this is the answer. But again, I can't see any choice. So if you are confident enough, you would have marked these none of these as the answer, because your answer is 2x square plus 3x plus 1, not this, because there is a minus sign in between. So maybe you might do a silly mistake and mark option B, but you will get -2. That is basically no point, 0 points to 1. So let's move to the next question. The degree of the differential equation. Alright, so we all are aware with the concept of degree and order, isn't it guys? So what is degree? It is the power, and we have two conditions for degree, that it should be free from radical terms. Those who know this definition might have marked answer correct. What are radical terms? That is the our dy by dx term, or the d square y by dx square term. It shouldn't be, see clearly, or order would be 2 because highest order derivative is 2, but these terms shouldn't be in any other trigonometric logarithmic functions. So clearly sine of d square y by dx square, I can't just say that it has power 1 and so its degree would be 1. No, it is inside a radical term, so its degree is not defined. Option D is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question. Yeah, this was a pretty easy question. So it states that the shortest distance between two lines. See, we have one line r1 is equal to a plus tv bar, and r2 is equal to a plus sc bar, and shortest distances are only if you have good observation. You can see this. What is this? These are the points through which the lines pass, right? Say for example, let's consider this line a, and it passes through this point a. Also, yeah, we have this line a2 r2, which also passes through the same point. So what would be the shortest distance? Does they have any distance? They're intersecting, isn't it? 0 is the answer. You don't even need to think or you apply any formula like a dot b upon c, etc., etc. Simply mark 0 because they're intersecting, guys, isn't it? So obviously shortest distance between intersecting lines is 0. So let's move to the next question. Yeah, this was again a good question. But we all need to understand this substitution, very important substitution. Not many of you might have strike to it on. So it is root x is equal to tan theta. Now why root x is equal to tan theta? See, I was all we all when we solve we all these questions, so only approach we can use is to convert all this into tan 3 theta, because we all know the formula of tan 3 theta, that is 3 tan minus tan cube upon 1 minus 3 tan square, isn't it, guys? So try that substitution basically, which converts entire term inside that tan inverse into a tan 3 theta, and that was root x equal to tan theta. Now why this? Because see, if I say root x as tan theta, so x would become what? X would be simply tan square theta, and see clearly it would be 1 minus 3 tan square theta, that is the denominator is automatically formed. Now see, as I told, x tan theta and 3 minus tan square theta, so after multiplying 3 tan minus tan cube upon 1 minus 3 tan square, oh my god, I got simply tan 3 theta. That's what all is needed in this question. So it is simply 3 theta. Now 3 times tan inverse of root x, what is its derivative? 3 into 1 upon 1 plus root x square is x, and derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So all we have is 3 upon 2 times root x into 1 plus x. 3 upon 2 times root x into 1 plus x, option B, correct choice. You need to find that substitution which converts this entire term in tan 3 theta. Because obviously questions won't be asked in the range of tan 4 theta, because we all know the standard formulas like tan 2 theta and tan 3 theta, isn't it? So yeah, this was important question. So next question states the difference between the slopes of line given by these equations. So let's discuss the solution here. See, by comparing it with standard equation, you can say that this is a and minus 2xy, and this is b xy tan theta, and this is whatever means a b h. You can calculate by adjusting the terms like sine, cos, tan, converting them. But that's not the main crux here. You have been asked the difference between slopes. What is the difference between slopes? That is m1 minus m2. Now if you observe the solution, they have directly given 2 under root h square minus ab upon b. Now have you learned it? If you have learned it, then well and good, but let's derive it. That from where did it came? We all know m1 plus m2 is minus 2h by b, and m1 m2 is a by b, isn't it, guys? So what I need is m1 minus m2. So I'll apply the squares. M1 minus m2 square, can I write it as m1 plus m2 whole square? See, I have the value of m1 plus m2 and m1 m2, so I have to use both of them only, obviously, isn't it? Minus 4 m1 m2. Can I write this? See, m1 square plus m2 square plus 2 m1 m2 minus 4 m1 m2, so it would get converted into m1 square plus m2 square minus 2 m1 m2, and that is what? M1 minus m2 whole square. So I'm correct. So I can write it as minus 2h by b whole square minus 4 into a by b. So what is it? It is 4h square by b square minus 4a by b. Now taking LCM, it would become ab by b square, and then we have only single denominator left, that is 4h square minus ab upon, again we have 4 here, upon b square is equal to m1 minus m2 whole square, but I need the root. So see, 4 common, we have 2, then h square minus ab inside the root, and root of b square is b. So now we derive this, that m1 minus m2 is equal to 2 under root h square minus ab upon b. And now only substitution is left, that 2 we have h square minus ab, then we have b here, and then after simplification we get the answer as 2. So answer for this question was option number D, that is 2. Obviously I expect that you can compare like what is a, what is h, what is b, but the main crux in this question was the calculating m1 minus m2, which I did it for you. So let's move to the next question. Again, I guess this is a question from target book only. Standard question. You might have marked answer this and which is correct option as well. Now let's discuss what. Easy question. Only all you can do is substitute log x equal to t or log x equal to z. Then we have x is equal to e raised to z. Then we have dx is equal to e raised to z dz. So instead of this dx, I have put e raised to z dz. Then again log x, 1 upon log x can be clearly written as 1 upon z, and 1 upon log x whole square can be written as 1 upon z square. Now we have the standard form C. Can you compare it with the form e raised to x f of x plus f dash of x? What is the answer? E raised to x into f of x plus c. Now why I did this? Because see, 1 upon z and its derivative minus 1 upon z square. Both are available, isn't it? So I can write it as e raised to z, that is e raised to x into f of x. Now only value substitution is remaining. Limits are from 2 to e, and you can obviously limits would get changed because you have substituted things. So 1 and log 2 would be the limits, and e minus 2 upon log 2 would be the answer. So after comparing, we get a is e and b as minus 2, and clearly option D would be the correct choice. Let's move to the next question. Alright, so again this was a 3-star question. It was a nice question. You had to use some logic behind it. So see, all I can do here is sine 2x. I can simplify sine 2x as 2 sine x cos x. See, 2 is out here in form of root 2. And see, the cos cube x after going up it becomes sec cube x. I multiply sec in numerator and denominator. It would get adjusted inside the root terms, and all we have is this. This became easy because now we have tan and sec square only, and we all know the standard substitution in such cases, tan equal to t, sec square x dx dt. And again this is a very basic integration. Then we have remained, that is t raised to minus half, t raised to 3 by 2 is t 2 by 5, t raised to 5 by 2, 2t, and again resubstitute the value of t, and then simply compare. What we were asked was the value of a, which we got clearly this root 2 by 5, and in multiplication root ab, sorry, ab we got as root 2, but our a was root 2 by 5, so we got b as 5. You can refer this solution. I'm not explaining in much details, but you all you need to understand is converting this sine to x and adjusting this terms in terms of only tan and only sec. That's it, only sec and only tan. So clearly root 2 by 5 and 5, I can see option number B as the correct choice for this question. So a question from binomial distribution, parameters were given, and that is n equal to 6, and 4 times probability of x equal to 4 is probability of x equal to 2. Find value of p. Easy question. See, we all know that they see what we can write as p of x equal to 4, 6, n is equal to 6 is 64 p raised to 4 q square. 4 times of that is equal to 62 p square q raised to 4. We all know 64 and 62 are equal, isn't it guys? That much of uh, use of C we all know, P and C, isn't it? So all we have is 4 times P raised to 4 Q square is equal to P square Q raised to 4. Clearly P square, all we have here is 2. Again Q square gone, all we have is 2. But we all know that P plus Q is 1. Obviously addition of probabilities. So all we have is 2P square is equal to Q square, and I can write Q as 1 minus P whole square. Then after simplifying we get a quadratic equation which positive real root is clearly 1 by 3. So option number B, 1 by 3 is the correct choice for this question. Alright, yeah, again, only main crux, I'll highlight it for you guys. A highlighter. See, what is it written? That's it. Coplanar answer 0. Don't even need to think guys, because see, these questions are just given to check your presence of mind. So whatever you solve, you might get in terms of ABC. Do you agree this? Like you might get it minus ABC 2 times ABC. We don't care unless and until here non-coplanar is given. But in this case coplanar. Vectors are coplanar, their box product, they are in same plane, their box product is 0. We all know that property. Option D is the correct choice. So read the question properly. Instead of marking any other option or even wasting time here, simply mark 0 in within not even 5, within 2 seconds you have 2 marks. So let's move to the next question. Y is equal to a sin log x, then the value of x square y double dash plus xy dash. Again, a very basic question from differentiation. See, we have y, we'll differentiate it. So a as it is a constant, derivative of sine log x. It is cos of log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. So we have y1. Again differentiating it, what we'll get, a as constant, then cos log x, isn't it, into derivative of 1 upon x minus 1 upon x square, which is written here, I guess. See, this term, and again this is in bracket, plus derivative of cos of log x is minus sine of log x minus sine of log of x into derivative of log of x is 1 upon x, and we have one more 1 upon x there, so it's 1 upon x square into minus sine log of x. Then we have y double dash as well. Now since x square I can see in both, I'll multiply it there, so we have x square y dash as this, x square y double dash as this, x y dash as this. We'll simply add both of them. After adding, we'll recognize that these terms get cancelled and all we have is minus of, and I think this is y. So minus y is the clear cut option for this question. Option number B is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question. It's from the chapter applications of integral or area under the curves. So let's see the solution. See, we all know the standard equation of circle passing through origin. It is x square plus y square is equal to r square. So comparing r square as pi square, we get radius as pi, isn't it, guys? And see, I'll highlight you for it. Highlight it for you. Highlight it. See, first quadrant is asked, isn't it, guys? So first quadrant means, if we consider this circle, I got the diagram here. See, this we circle is of radius pi. What would be its area? We all know area of circle is pi r square. That is pi square. Pi cube is the area. But since due to symmetry, it is only first quadrant, so 1/4 region. So area in first quadrant is pi cube by 4. And sine x, we all know sine x is 0 at x equal to 0, sine x is also 0 at x equal to pi, so this curve is properly fitting here at the end of this circle. And what is this here? In at this level you might have known that this is 2, this is 2. You have that much of knowledge, isn't it, guys? Or you have to integrate it. So what we have been asked, I'll highlight it for you. See, just a minute. Highlighter, yeah. So between this curve, I'm sorry, x square plus y square is pi square, that is this, y is equal to sine x and y axis. So this is the y, so basically this region, y axis, sine x and the circle, so this region is asked. So what is that region? It is basically the subtraction the subtraction of that 1/4 region and the sinusoidal wave. So I can write it as pi cube by 4, that is the area of the circle, minus the sine wave that is fitting, it is simply 2. So after taking LCM, I get pi cube minus 8 upon 4, and option number A is the correct choice for this question. So let's move to the next question. Again, a question from chapter logic, mathematical logic. So it states that if then. So what if then? It means implication, isn't it? So if I consider P implies Q, what is its negation? Negation is asked, isn't it? We all know it's P and negation Q. So I assumed P as it is Sunday, and I assumed Q as it is a holiday. So what would be negation Q? Not a holiday. So which option is matching, guys? That it is a Sunday, but unfortunately, even though it's Sunday, I don't have any holiday. Even though it's Sunday, I don't have any holiday. Option number A is the correct answer for this question. Let's move to the next question. Alright, so again, I'll say this as a 3-star question. Really important question. If you have solved any books like Target or Marvel, you have marked this question as 2C rootable. That's the correct choice. See, we all have the standard things that we'll convert it into a function of x, then we'll put f dash of x is equal to 0, then we'll have two roots alpha and beta, then we'll check double derivative f double dash of alpha and f double dash of beta, And since minimum value is asked, the double derivative of the function, let's say for example alpha satisfies it as positive, it would give minimum value. In case beta satisfies, so beta would give minimum value. That's the main crux behind it. And since beta, in case alpha satisfied, we'll put that alpha into our function, or in case beta satisfied, we put that beta in the function and get the minimum value. So I'll provide you the solution. You can see it on your screen. See, since I clearly needed to convert it into one variable, bc clearly remained constant. So as xy was c square, I wrote y as c square by x. You can see here c square by x. Now I differentiated ax derivative a, and 1 upon x minus 1 upon x square, b minus bc square upon x square. I've equated it with 0. I got two roots, alpha and beta. Now I've calculated the double derivative, and I substituted the value x equal to this positive one, that is alpha, and negative one beta. Now clearly for which double derivative I got positive, that was the minimum value, that is this. So function has maximum value at x is equal to under root b by times c. So I won't even check all this because I got the maximum positive. So minimum value would be simply substituting this function, that is under root of b by times c, into a function, and we'll get the answer as 2c root ab. Clearly, as I said, option B is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question. It was a question from basic trigonometric functions, and we have the solution here. See, clearly in such questions what we do is substitute it to x or any parameter lambda or k, whatever. So see, can I write b plus c as 11 times x and c plus a as 12 times x and a plus b as 13 times x? I'll add all of them. So a plus b plus b plus c plus c plus a, we have 2 times a plus b plus c, 13, 25, 36 is equal to 36x, and we have therefore a plus b plus c is equal to 18x. Now b plus c can be written as what? 11x, isn't it? So as b plus c is 11x, we have a is equal to 7x. Similarly, we find b 6x and c 5x. And we have been as cos of a. We know the formula b square plus c square minus a square upon bc. What is b 6x? 36x square. This again, see clearly all sides x square, x square, x square, x square cancel. 12 upon 60, 1 upon 5 is the option for this question. Not a big deal. Option number A is the correct choice. Let's move to the next question, guys. Alright, so again, this was not a much tricky but important question. I'll solve this for you all. See, we have been given that cos alpha cos beta is product is equal to 2 by 9, and cos gamma cos alpha is 4 by 9. So I'll need to calculate individual values. They had calculated it directly. I'll show you how to calculate. So in case we divide these two, see cos gamma cos alpha cancel. We have cos beta upon cos gamma. After dividing this, let's just call it as 1, let's call it as 2. After I did 1 divided by 2, isn't it, guys? So it's 2 by 9 divided by 4 by 9. So is it half? Yes. So we have one relation. Also we have another relation, that cos, see this one, cos of beta into cos of gamma is also 2 by 9. Let's call it as equation number 3. And now I'll do equation number 3 divided by equation number 2. So clearly gamma this times get cancelled. We have cos beta upon cos alpha is equal to 2 by 9 divided by 4 by 9. Again it's half, isn't it, guys? So considering this, after taking a reciprocal, can I write cos alpha upon cos beta as 2? So consider this highlighted equation and this highlighted equation. Now see, cos beta is in the numerator, here it is in denominator, isn't it? So when I multiply this half and 2, I'll get in the RHS 1. This cos beta in denominator and numerator gets cancelled, and cos alpha upon cos gamma is 1. Cos alpha upon cos gamma is 1. So can I say that, I'll write it here, cos alpha is equal to cos gamma, isn't it guys? Now see this equation, very important. The one with alpha and gamma. I'll consider it here. What it states that cos gamma into cos alpha is 4 by 9. But we have proved that cos alpha is cos gamma. So can I write cos square gamma is equal to 4 by 9? And can I say cos gamma is 2 by 3? And therefore I can say cos alpha is also equal to 2 by 3. Isn't it? See, cos alpha 2 by 3, cos gamma 2 by 3, and substitute in one of the equations, you will get cos beta as 1 by 3. So all you need to calculate was 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 plus 1, which gave me 5 by 3. Isn't it guys? So, 1 by 3, sorry. 2, 4, 5 by 3. Yes, so option number C was correct choice for this question. I told you how to get these values as well. So let's move to the next question. Yeah, this is the question from our chapter AOD, applications of derivatives, and here we have got the solution. Let me take the black pen. So see, we didn't know the height, exact thickness, so we considered it as h, and obviously we all know that initially the volume was 4/3 pi r cube, but afterwards a layer was formed and it became, final was like 4/3 pi, a bit increase, r plus h cube. That's what is written, that volume would be 4/3 pi, r was 10, isn't it? 10 plus h cube minus 10 cube. I'll differentiate it. So obviously 4 pi by 3 constant. Again, the derivative of 10 plus h whole cube with respect to time is 3 times 10 plus h whole square into dh by dt. All we need to calculate is this dh by dt. dv by dt we have given as 50. Clearly you can see 50 centimeter cube per minute. That's it. H was also given at 5 centimeters. So obviously a calculative based question, but again a confidence checker. You don't got any options A, no, B, no, C, no. None of these is the correct choice for this question. Those who were confident mark none of these got 2 points. Let's move to the next question. We got the indefinite integral. Alright, so again it is a very basic question. What I'll do, I'll adjust terms, because in the denominator I can see x minus pi by 4. I'll try to make x minus pi by 4 in the numerator. So I'll subtract pi by 4 and add pi by 4. Then I'll use a simple formula of sine of a plus b. I'll consider this as a, I'll consider this as b. So we have sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. What I said, sine a cos b. But in denominator also we had sine of x minus pi by 4. It got cancelled. Only we had is cos pi by 4 plus cos upon sine became cot and sine pi by 4. Now see, cos pi by 4 was 1 by root 2, so it got cancelled. And integration of 1 we had x. Again, sine pi by 4 was 1 by root 2, and integration cot we had ln mod sine x minus pi by 4. So clearly x plus ln mod sine of x minus pi by 4 plus c was the answer. That is option number is the correct answer for this question. Now let's move to the next question. If one of the lines is perpendicular to kx plus y, so obviously we all know that m1 m2 is minus 1 in case of perpendicular lines, and we'll use, so your solution is in front of you all. See, kx plus y was 0, so I wrote y as minus kx, and comparing it with y is equal to mx, I got my slope as minus k. So the slope of required line would be what? Reciprocal and inverse, that is 1 upon minus of minus k, isn't it guys? So it is what? 1 upon k. Now I'll simplify this equation by dividing throughout by y square and letting y by x equal to m we can consider, but we'll get confused, so let's consider it as t. On solving that quadratic equation we'll get two values of t, and basically our slope, that is the perpendicular slope, that is 1 upon k, would be that value, isn't it guys? So clearly k is equal to 3. Now you'll ask why I eliminated this option, because even if I do it as this, no option is matching, isn't it guys? So option C is the correct choice for this question. Now, yeah, this question, those who know the formula got 2 marks. Rest of all, I don't know how you attempted this question. So see, there are two formulas. One is 2 under root g square minus bc upon b into a plus b, distance between pair of straight lines, and another one is 2, I guess I don't remember it exactly, but I, according to my knowledge, it is 2 under root g square minus ac upon a into a plus b, somewhat like that. The formula was, I don't exactly remember this, but somewhat like that. There were two choices. One was this, second was this. Any formula you apply, you will get the distance as under root of 5 by 2, that is root of 2.5. And I guess option number C correct choice for this question. Maybe it might be correct, you guys just check it once. This formula or this formula, any formula can apply. You can compare A, H, B, G, F, C, etc. And even though it is not in portion, you might know these things. So let's move to the next question. I, J, K. Again, it's a very simple question. We all know that I, J, K are unit vectors. And obviously, the value of I dot J cross K after solving like 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, we all have 1. I'm sorry. So similarly for J into K cross I, see I, J, K order remains same, we have 1. Now K into J cross I, the order of I, J, K shouldn't change, isn't it guys? But now I, K, it changed. I, K, J, so it becomes simply negative because this rows are swapped. That is negative sign. So we all were asked the addition of these 1 plus 1 minus 1, that is 1. So option number A was correct choice for this question. So let's move to the next question. A line segment, again, those who have solved the target simply without even thinking mark the option as this correct choice. But that's the logic behind it. See, clearly length segment has length, so let's consider the vectors like under root a square plus b square plus c square as 63. So squaring both sides we get this. Again, we were given the direction ratios as this, isn't it guys? What are DCs? Basically a upon 3 is b upon minus 2 is c upon 6. Let's consider it lambda. So I can write a as 3 lambda, b as minus 2 lambda, and c as 6 lambda. Again, substitute all this in this equation. All we have is the value of lambda. Now those who will substitute positive lambda will get answer wrong, because clearly mentioned in the question that obtuse angle with x-axis, meaning signs would get changed, lambda would become negative, and the actual answer would be negative of what many people have thought. Many people would have written 70 or 27 minus 18 and plus 54, but since lambda was negative because of obtuse angle, it became minus 27 plus 18 and minus 54. So this choice is the correct. Option B was correct answer for this question. Now, yeah, this question for those who are attempting MHT CT exams like MHT CT in like a fraction of 3 seconds, you should mark option 8 by 3. Why? See, this entire big derivation, whatever it is, it states only one thing that we all have learned as a shortcut. That is cos square. Addition of all cos square gives us 4 by 3, isn't it guys? So cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma plus cos square delta gave me 4 by 3. But sine square is asked, and I don't think that you all should write this as a choice. It is wrong. See, sine square is asked. You have learned the value of cos square. So 4 by 3 is not a good choice for this question. You should write cos square as 1 minus sine square alpha plus 1 minus sine square beta plus 1 minus sine square gamma plus 1 minus sine square delta as 4 by 3. And now I have 1 1 1 1, which gives me 4. See, minus 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 minus, I take minus sign common. It's a sine square, isn't it guys? So minus of sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma plus sine square delta is 4 by 3. Now this is what was expected. So I'll call it as x, I'll shift it there. So 4 is equal to 4 by 3 plus x, therefore x is equal to 4 minus 4 by 3. 12 minus 4 by 3, that is 8 by 3. Option number B was the correct choice for this question. Let's move to the next question. LPP. One question expected 2 marks fix. So maximize, minimize, standard questions related to convex set, concave set, maximize, minimize. Only those questions are asked in LPP CET. So see, what you have to do is plot these inequalities, x positive and y positive, that is only first quadrant. Then plot this line and mark accordingly which region. Then mark the corner points like 20, 20, 0, 30, 40, 0, that is of the feasible region. And see, substitute those points, and for which point you got maximum 140. What was asked? Maximum value 140 is the correct choice for this question. Not big deal. You just have to plot these equations in a proper manner, else you will get the answer wrong. I won't be explaining this in much detail, so let's move to the next question. Yeah, again, this I can say it as a good question because it was a small question, but adjustments for those people who clicked the adjustments, that was good. But for those who were not able to solve, see, standard things are like converting the tan into sine upon cos, and clearly forming this denominator was very crucial in the numerator. How to form it? I have 5 sin x, I'll split it as only sin x and 4 sin x. All this you need to imagine, or you need to apply that a upon d, a upon denominator plus that concept. So see, here it is simplified as sin x minus 10 2 cos x. Basically what they have done is they have subtracted 2 cos x and added 2 cos x, minus 2 cos x plus 2 cos x basically get cancelled. But for simplification and for the c, for making this cancel and writing integral of dx as x, all these were attempts were made. And also you can see sin x has derivative cos x minus 2 cos x has derivative plus 2 sin x. So basically it's of the form integral f dash of x upon f of x. I can write it as log of denominator, and all we were asked is this, isn't it guys? A value of a, it is 2. So clearly option number C was the correct choice for this question. Now let's move to the next question. Tan a by 2 was asked, and again I must say this is important question, even though it is available in books like Target and even on internet, but it is a good question. I guess answer for this is 1 by 4. Let's see the answer. It is a, I guess there are many methods, but I have chosen lengthy method, which is because I found it easy. So I'll show you this. That see, all I had was this. We all know semi-perimeter S is equal to A plus B plus C upon 2. So I write 2S is equal to A plus B plus C, and I eliminated this A by writing A as 2S minus of B plus C, isn't it? Instead of A, I wrote 2S minus B plus C, and all we had was S, B and C. Again, entire this stuff is simply simplification until this step. Like you need to use A minus B whole square, again here A minus B whole square, and you need to simplify by taking things common out here, and then you all are reached to this point, which is marked as equation number 1. Now, why this? Because we all know the formula. In case you know the formula of half angle of tan, it is under root s minus b s minus c upon s into s minus a. So can I say guys that this s minus b into s minus c, taking this denominator to left side, it's tan a by 2 times this. Now I multiply both sides by this to basically remove that root, that is squaring both sides, we can say. No, not squaring both sides. We have to multiply it, as here root is removed, and here clearly under root s minus a, s minus b, s minus c is the area of the triangle. It is Heron's formula. We all remember that, isn't it guys? So I reached to conclusion that tan a by 2 is also equal to s minus b s minus c upon delta, but 1 by 4 is also equal to s minus b s minus c upon delta. So comparing this term and this term are equal, so we have tan a by 2 as 1 by 4. See, there are many methods to solve this question. I have taken one. You might find other even easier method. You might go with it. That's very good. Let's move to the next question, guys. So option number A was correct choice for that question. So again, a question from pair of straight lines. So these lines represent sides of which triangle? Clearly, in case you try to simplify this question by dividing by x square throughout, you will get a quadratic equation and you will use the basic formula minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and comparing we get what, minus b, that is minus 4, plus minus under root what's b square, 16, minus 4 by 2, that is minus 4 plus minus root 12 by 2, that is what is root 12, 2 root 3, minus 4 plus minus 2 root 3 by 2, and all I get is this. Now in case you try to plot these lines and you try to measure basically these distances, you will get all the distances equal by substituting points. Like if I substitute x is equal to 4 y 0, then x0 y minus 4. So after substituting again, in this case origin is satisfying because x0 y0 y0 x0, you'll get points, and in case you find the distance between those two points, you'll get all the length equal, which forms an equilateral triangle. And I guess none of these was again the choice, that is equilateral triangle, hidden one, isn't it? So let's move to the next question, guys. Yeah, I think this is also important question. I treat it important. See the solution, it's easy, not much tricky, but see, we have 2a square plus 4b square is c square is equal to 4ab plus 2ac. I'll just shift all the terms to the left side. I'll take this 4ab as minus 4ab, 2ac as minus 2ac. I'll split a square as a square and another a square. Why I did this? See, I had a square, 2b square and minus 4b. What is getting clicked? A minus 2b whole square, correct? And similarly, a square plus c square minus 2ac, a minus c whole square. So basically, now let me explain you. We are having this plus this as 0 when the addition of two numbers is 0. Either one is same as other and opposite in sign, but both are squares, isn't it? So it is a positive value and it is a positive value as well. So both positive values, but the answer is 0, means that this and this both should be 0 only. You got no other choice. So basically a minus 2b is equal to 0 and a minus c also equal to 0. So I can say a is equal to 2b and a is equal to c, implies a is equal to 2b is equal to c. This relation you have to derive is very important. A is equal to 2b is equal to c. Now the only formula that cos b is b equal to c square minus b square upon 2ac. A is equal to c, so I write a square as c square, c square as c square only, and b, see 2b is c, isn't it? So b is c by 2. So b is c by 2. Again a is c, all we have is all c square cancel. 2 minus 1 by 4 by 2, that is 7 by 8 is the answer for this question. Option number delta is the correct choice. Yeah, now let's move to the next question. What it states that it is asking determinant of adjoint A. But all those who have prepared for exams like JEE, they all know the answer for this question is determinant of A raised to n minus 1 whole square. You all might have learned this one for CT, that determinant of adjoint of A is A raised to n minus 1, isn't it, guys? So in case of this A, if I write adjoint of A, that is adjoint of A, that is what is asked, isn't it? Its determinant. So instead of A, I am expected to write adjoint of A, raised to n minus 1. So what is adjoint of A? It is determinant of A raised to n minus 1 raised to n minus 1, that is n minus 1 square, isn't it, guys? So option number B was correct choice for this question. I have solution for you all. See, till this point of view for CET we have learned that adjoint of A determinant is A determinant of A raised to n minus 1. Now in case of this A, if I replace adjoint of A, in case of this A, if I replace adjoint of A, again I can write by using this that adjoint of A has the determinant A raised to n minus 1, again into n minus 1, that was not raised to, it was into. So let me correct it. It was of n minus 1 into n minus 1, that became n minus 1 whole square, and we had the option. Let's move to the next question, guys. See, all we have is calculate is I plus a whole square minus 3a. Yeah, isn't it, guys? So we have this solution in this case as well. I guess this is a different question and I had taken a different question. So let it be. Let's solve this one. It is I square plus a square plus ca square plus b square plus 2ab minus 3a, isn't it? And all we have is a square. So I square is basically I only, and a square is what? A. Then we have 2a minus 3a. So it is I plus, it is a, I guess, sorry, 3a minus 3a. All we have is I as the correct choice for this question. Did you guys get that question? Actually, I took different solution, but it's okay, that's alright. All you need to understand is simply a square plus b square plus 2ab and minus 3 as it is. Again, identity matrix raised to n is identity matrix, we all know. That is square of identity matrix, cube of identity matrix, it is all identity only. That property was used. Now, how I replaced a square as a? Let me highlight it for you. It was given in this question that a square is equal to a. So I wrote a square as a square as a. Again, 2 into a into I, anything into I is that thing only, so it's 2a. So 2a plus a is 3a minus 3a gets cancelled. All we have is identity matrix as our answer, option number D. So let's move to the next question, guys. Again, I won't be taking this question because it is a very basic question from logic. You just need to calculate negation and check whether you can check it by truth table as putting the values true, 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 false, false, true, false, false, or you can even use the negation properties, idempotent law, distributive law, etc. So I think option number A was correct choice for this question, but at this level I expect that you solve this question in one. Now see, L equal to M equal to N equal to 1, and we all know L, M, N are the direction cosines. We all know the relation that L square plus M square plus N square is 1. So basically L, M, N all are 1. So 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square is equal to 1, isn't it? Is it? There no lines exist, so answer is no line for this question, option number D. Alright guys, so it's getting a large lecture. Alright, so let's continue. Yeah, again this is a 3-star question. I'll mark it as 3-star because it's a very important question, and this is not the option. It was attempted wrong by the person who marked this. So here we got solution, very important substitution, that x square is equal to cos 2 theta. Those who have good practice of mathematics, they might have cracked this question, they might have attempted, they might have strike that x square is equal to cos 2 theta is the appropriate substitution for this question. So let's see x, instead of x square I put x to cos 2 theta. Similarly here, now 1 plus cos 2 theta can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2, that is 2 theta here by 2, so basically it's 2 cos square theta. All in all sides we have 2 2 2 2, so basically 2 2 2 2 all get cancelled, and the squares are cancelled by the roots which are available, and all we have remaining is this cos minus sine upon cos plus sine. See, two formulas I have used here, that is 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta, and 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sine square theta. We all have that basic knowledge regarding half angle formula of trigonometry. So sorry about the box, but yeah. Now dividing throughout, I guess, by cos theta. So it would be 1 minus tan upon 1 plus tan. And what is 1? Can I write it as tan pi by 4? So it's like tan pi by 4 minus theta upon 1 plus tan theta. So it's tan pi by 4 minus theta. Tan inverse tan gets cancelled. We have y as this. I resubstitute the value of theta as, see, what would I substitute? I'll take cos inverse of x square is equal to 2 theta, and therefore theta cos inverse of x square by 2, isn't it guys? And clearly after differentiating cos inverse minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, but x square whole square, it becomes x raised to 4. I have minus sign here, 2 2 gets cancelled, and we have remaining option number D is the correct choice. It was an important question. No mind. Let's move to the next question, guys. Yeah. So I guess this is the question from MHT CET 2010, I guess. But an important question, and unfortunately, majority of the people mark this question, and unfortunately, it is wrong. Now let me show you why this option is wrong. I'm not a highlighter, I'm a pen. Alright, guys. So see, x is equal to f of t, y is equal to g of t. Both are the functions of t. I can differentiate them with t without any hesitations as f dash of t, and dy by dt as g dash of t. Let's call equation 2. Let me call this as equation 1. And we can observe that 2 divided by 1 would give me dy by dx as g dash of t on f dash of t. But now the main crux is double derivative, that is d square y by dx square. Is it only that in denominator obviously we have v square, we'll use u by v rule, so it's like upon v square, isn't it? F dash of t whole square. So what is u by v rule? It states v into derivative of u, derivative of g dash is g double dash, minus u into derivative of v f double dash upon v square. So is it the end of this question, guys? No, you are differentiating with respect to x, but you are differentiating t, so you need to multiply all this stuff by dt by dx. What is dt by dx, guys? Reciprocal of this, that is 1 upon f dash of t. That is, you need to multiply this by 1 upon f dash of t, so it becomes 1 upon f dash of t whole cube, and your option number C is the correct choice. I hope you might have attempted this question correctly at this level, because you need to understand that while double differentiating, you need to consider the reciprocal, the parameter, because you are not differentiating here with respect to what we can say t, you are differentiating with respect to x, isn't it? Alright, so let's move to the next question, guys. Again, it was a simple question but a confidence check question. That, see, x was given, y was given. Clearly, acceleration in x direction. We have displacement. We all know displacement, its derivative with respect to time gives me speed, or we can say velocity, and its derivative again with respect to time gives me acceleration. So I differentiated this term twice to get acceleration. Derivative of a0, b, again after double differentiating 0, all we have is minus 2c. Similarly for y, we double differentiated it to get 2b. Now we have acceleration in x direction in it. We can calculate in it. We have acceleration in y direction. So it is simply under root of this square plus this square, that is under root of minus 2c square plus 2b square. So answer would be 2 under root b square plus c square, but I haven't given any such options here just to check your confidence. So none of these was correct choice. Those who were confident enough got 2 marks extra. So let's move to the next question, guys. Yeah, again I can consider this as an important question. You can see a similar approach as I explained earlier regarding that we have a function, then we calculate its derivative, we substitute it to 0, we get roots alpha beta, we calculate double derivative of that function, and in case that it is positive we get the minimum value, in case it is negative we get maximum value, and for what root we get a negative we substitute that in a function to get the maximum value. This was the concept. So let's move to the solution, guys. Here we have the solution. Nothing different is done in this, nothing different. See, function, we differentiated it, we substituted, put it to 0, we got alpha and beta as two values of x, and again we calculated double derivative and we checked whether we get negative. In the case we get negative, say in this case it was pi by 3, without even thinking, without even considering this case, we simply substitute pi by 3 in our function to get the maximum value, 3 root 3 upon 4, that is 3 raised to 3 by 2 by 4. Option number A was the correct choice for this question. Now next question, very easy question of area under the curves. We have y equal to s cube, we root x. What are the steps? Find the intersection points, try to plot the curve, and simply integrate between the two intersection point ranges. So clearly this question I purposely put easy question for you because I didn't want to. Already some questions were tough, so I didn't want you all to waste your time there. So root x 2 by 3 x raised to 3 by 2 minus x to 4 by 4 0 to 1 limits 5.12 is the answer for this question. Option number A, not option number D, not even need to solve this question. Again, differential equations, basic question only. They have considered R. It's not big choice. They have considered R. I have taken as radius as x. A, sorry. So see, I'll differentiate it, so it will become 2 times x plus 2 times 2 gets cancelled. We have this term y minus a as minus x upon y dash. So I can write as y minus a whole square as x square upon y1 whole square is equal to r square, isn't it, guys? Now only simplification is remaining. See, this step we have, I'll multiply the x square into the brackets, that is x square y1 whole square is equal to r square or a square in our case into y1 square. Now all we have is x square is equal to y1 square y dash square common a square minus x square, and this is the other option, and this is what y1 or y dash we can say. So I guess a square minus x square is in this option and this option, but y dash, yeah, so option number C is the correct choice for this question. Alright, so another question of differential equation, very easy question. All we need to do is substitute to z, that is 4x plus y plus 1 is z. Then differentiating it, we get 4 plus dy by dx is dz by dx. dy by dx is dz by dx. So I can write dy by dx as dz by dx minus 4 c dz by dx minus 4 is z square. Then we got variable separable form 1 upon a square plus x square 1 by a tan inverse x by plus c, and we have this as a solution. Now let me call this 2c as capital C. So we have tan inverse of 4x plus y plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2x plus capital C. Taking tan to that side, I have 4x plus y plus 1 upon 2 is tan of 2x plus c, and I multiply 2 there, so I have 4x plus y plus 1 is 2 times tan of 2x plus c. Option D is correct answer for this question. Alright, so this question again from pair of straight lines, that sum of slopes m1 plus m2, what is it? Minus 2h by b. And what is minus here? Minus of what is 2h? It's minus 2c by b. So it is, what is b? B is minus 7, isn't it, guys? So minus 2c by 7 is the sum of slopes. And what is m1 m2? A by b. What is a? It is 1. I'll write it for you. A is 1 comma 2h is minus 2c and b is minus 7, so it's minus 1%. We are given that m1 plus m2 is 4 times m1 m2, so it's like minus 2c by 7 is minus 1 by 7 into 4 times. So minus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 7 cancelled. 2c is equal to 4, c is equal to 2 is the correct choice for this question. And let me mark for you all option number A is the correct choice. Now equation of plane passing through these points and perpendicular to join. So see, let's consider a plane and this normal. So we all know that ax plus by plus cz plus d is the standard equation, and this a b c represent the dr's of this normal, isn't it, guys? And we are already given the perpendicular join, that is 3 4 minus 1 and 2 minus 1 5. Let me call it as x bar, let me call it as y bar. So if I calculate yx bar or xy bar, it would be 3 minus 2 I cap plus 4 minus minus 1 j cap plus minus 1 minus 5 z cap k cap. So I have is 1, so that is I cap plus 5 j cap minus 6 k cap, that is 1 5 and minus 6 as the dr's of that normal, and so it should be replaced by 1, it should be replaced by 5, it should be replaced by minus 6. Can I see any option? Only one option I think I can see, option number A. And in case you want to get assured, substitute these points in this way, it should satisfy, and option A should be the correct choice. Alright, guys, again next question. Integral minus pi to pi. Again, this is a crucial, like this is a 5-star question, very important question, because it has many concepts in it. One of the major concepts is, see, I multiplied this 2x to this and this, and I splitted it because I can see that this function became an odd function. An odd function from minus a to a gives me answer 0. But we all are remained with this function, and it is an even function. So even function become twice. So twice of 2 times this becomes 4 times this. So all we need to calculate is 4 times integral 0 to pi this time. Limits get changed because it is an even function. Due to x and sin x, it became even function. Now our standard integration techniques, that if I was 4 times integral 0 to pi x sin x dx upon 1 plus cos of x whole square. We all know standard method to use that formula, a plus b minus x, isn't it? So I can write it as pi minus x times this. So it would become pi times sin x upon 1 plus cos square x minus x times, that is integral 4 times, not 4 times, it would become, yeah, 0 to pi into what we have, sin x upon 1 plus cos square x. See, this is, I have just simply splitted things. So all we have here is this again as I, we have 2i as 4 times of this. We substitute values and we get as pi square at the end. What was the substitution here? It was sin x cos x equal to t, therefore sin x dx became minus dt, and again it was basic solving question. Alright guys, so let's move to next question. It is again a simple integration problem, a standard formula basically which you all might have solved, and B was the answer because you have to adjust. See, you have to adjust by multiplying and divided by sine of b minus a. Then again you have to adjust x minus a minus x minus b. X gets cancelled. All we have is again minus minus b minus a. Sine of b minus a only. Then use the formula sine of a minus b as sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, and in the denominator whatever term you have got, just simplified. Like, see, in this case this gets cancelled, in this case this gets cancelled. You have cot integral, it's ln mod sine, and we know the property of log a minus log b. If the bases are same, it becomes log of a by b to that base, and simply 1 upon sine can be written as cosec. Option B is correct just for this question. Alright guys, so we are almost at the end of our session. Last two questions I guess they are remaining. So see, what is definition of centroid? Let's call centroid as G. It is simply a bar plus b bar plus c bar by 3, isn't it guys? So can I say 3g bar is a bar plus b bar plus c bar? So can I say c bar is equal to 3g bar minus a bar minus b bar? Oh, let it be. First we'll calculate what is needed. Ca plus cb. Can I write it as a bar minus c bar plus b bar minus c bar? So can I say it as a bar plus b bar minus 2c bar? What is a bar plus b bar? We don't need this. We need a bar plus b bar. A bar plus b bar is 3g bar minus c bar. So I write this a bar plus b bar as 3g bar minus c bar minus 2c bar. So it became 3g bar minus 3c bar. It is 3 times g bar minus c bar, and I get 3 times cg as my answer. I guess option number B is the correct choice. CG, not GC. 3 times. CG is the correct choice. Option number B is the correct choice for this question. I hope you all got this question, that I wrote CA, that A minus C, CB as B minus C, then A plus B minus C becomes minus 2C. A plus B value I got it from here as 3G minus C. I substitute 3G minus C, then minus 2C will become 3G minus 3C. 3 times G bar minus C bar, that is 3CG. Last question guys, and again a very easy question, that we had y is equal to t square minus t plus 1, and we were asked dy by dx. Does it make sense guys? In case even we need to calculate, we'll calculate it as 2t plus 1 times dt by dx. Is there any option there? See, option number A states 2t minus 1. Does it make sense? No. Option B, does it make sense? 1 upon 2t minus 1. Option C never makes sense because x is not even defined what exactly x is. So we cannot differentiate like that. Or we can say that it is not feasible. Not feasible, not possible, not defined basically. How can you differentiate y, which is a function of t, with respect to x, as you don't know, as we don't know exactly what x is. It is a function, it is a constant, we don't know, right guys? So in such cases, if no information of x is provided, we can say that it is not defined, and option D became the correct choice for this question. So guys, I guess this was the end of our session, and this was the 100 marks quiz which I have prepared for you all. And see, 100 marks quiz, isn't it? So I at least expect that 70 plus is I guess a good score for this quiz. And those who have scored like around 86 plus or 80 plus, highly appreciable, highly appreciable score. And those who have scored below 70 or not below, even below 60, I think basics, you need to practice basics more so that you can, it's possible, it's very easily possible guys to jump from here to here. And those who are at this level, they can easily jump here. The main crux is going 90 plus is very good for CET, because the basically your entire percentile is determined by mathematics. Very crucial. You've seen out of 200, 100 is contribution from maths. So I appreciate all for giving this quiz, and highly appreciate those people who scored above 80 and also above 70. But those below 60, you need to practice more on your basics. Alright guys, so thank you for attempting the quiz, and I hope it was really helpful to you. We'll meet soon guys next session. So bye guys, bye everyone.